All right, it's been a little while. I'm out at Roots Disc Golf Course in Salt Lake City filming a Doomsday Discs only round. The course is a little busy today, so I'm filming the intro in the parking lot, but I'm gonna try to use all of the discs I've got from Doomsday. I think I've got about 15 in my bag. Try to give an intro on the tee of what disc I'm throwing, what type of disc it is, give everybody an idea of how they fly. Some of them I just got in the mail today, so I don't even know how they fly. So let's just keep that in mind while I'm playing. But it's a nice cool 98 degrees. Do the intro in the shade here. Yeah, let's jump right into it. All right, hopefully the audio is picking this up. We're rocking with no mic today. But before the round, I wanted to just quickly go through all the discs I'm throwing, so maybe I don't have to go through them all out on the course while I'm trying to play through people. So some of these I've thrown on my channel before, some of them I just got today, as I mentioned, so I'll just run through them all real quick. This is the Landmine Doomsday Disc putter, essentially like a lid. Kind of flippy, it's a little windy today, might be a little tough on this one unless it's a tailwind, but very fun putter to throw. This is the Depth Charge, which is, I think, essentially a slightly retooled version of the Landmine. It's a little bigger, slightly grippier plastic. This is the Frag. This is probably the most overstable disc I've ever thrown, kind of a putter approach shot disc. This one is the Desolation. It's an overstable mid, super grippy, pretty flexible. A lot of fun to throw. I've thrown this one a couple times so far. And this one is the Scavenger. This is a new mid-range. I don't think this one is available to buy yet. This one may not actually ever be available. I think this is, I've got a few discs in here that are like tester discs. So I think Doomsday is just kind of testing the water on those, kind of get myself and others' thoughts on them, but see how they fly. And up next is another one of their testers. This one's called the Wasteland. Another mid-range. I think it's supposed to be a pretty stable one. Honestly, this one feels incredible. I think this is one of the discs I'm most excited to throw today. Base plastic, but super grippy. Feels really nice. Another mid-range. I've got a lot of mids today. This one's called the Scope. This one has a really strange, like almost 3D printed base. It feels like it's got a very like prominent, I don't even know what to call it. Not even a bead, but it's just like a block on the bottom almost. Feels unique, but honestly flies pretty straight. So that one's been fun to throw. Doomsday's first mid-range, the Flat Earth. This one I've thrown quite a bit, so it's not exactly straight anymore, but it's really nice workhorse mid-range, goes pretty straight with a lot of fade at the end. This one is the Bunker Buster. This one is huge. Hold it up next to the Flat Earth. It is a massive disc. It does not fly like a disc. I'll probably throw this one for fun. I think I'm going to try to throw each disc at least once today, but this one's pretty crazy. This is probably my favorite disc that Doomsday has made, or at least the disc that I have. This is the Blackout. I think it's supposed to be kind of like a T-Bird-esque disc, but this thing bombs. It's like an 8-speed, and I throw it about as far as I throw all my distance drivers. It goes dead straight, a little bit of turn, a little bit of fade, and the stamp is super cool. I love it. So that's probably going to be my favorite disc to throw today. And then this one is the first disc I ever got from Doomsday, another distance driver called the Plague. Kind of Wraith-like flight, I think. Slightly flippier distance driver, but a little bit of turn, a little fade, and a whole lot of distance. So I'll be using that one a few times today. We got three more. This is the Pestilence. This is a super flippy distance driver. So for me, I'll probably throw it once today, depending on what the pin positions are set at, and this will be roller only. It's almost too flippy for me to hyzer flip. I've also, on the other hand, given this to some slightly more beginner disc golfers, and this is a fantastic distance driver for them. So if you're kind of in that 300 to 350 foot range, I would definitely check this one out. And then last driver, this one's called the Lockdown. This is probably the best feeling driver I think I've felt from Doomsday so far. Super nice, little flippy. I think it's supposed to be. I have yet to throw this one. This will probably be my go-to distance driver, I think, today, just to try to test out how it flies, because I haven't thrown it before. But a slightly more opaque plastic, or translucent plastic, excuse me, which I haven't seen from any other drivers so far. So, and then last disc is the putting putter I'm going to be using. This one's called the Gloom. This is another tester that Doomsday just came out with. I haven't putted with this one before. I'll probably try to throw it on one hole, but this is going to be my main putting disc. So I'm excited to try this one out and see if I putt a little bit better with it. I think that's all the discs. Let's get to throwing. All right, hole one's about 330, dead straight. I'm gonna break out the first new disc of the day already. Going with the Scavenger here. I'm gonna put it on a little bit of a power grip. Try to go pretty much right at it. It's first throw out of the car, so I don't know how accurate I'll be, but see how far it goes here. Yep, that was pretty good. Just me today on the cell phone. I'm gonna try to do this one a little bit more vlog style, I guess. Got tired of messing with the mic, so we're just going with the phone audio. It's a little windy, maybe I'll just cut it and put music over it, I don't know. But trying out some new Doomsday molds today, and just doing a Doomsday only round, which I have not done yet since being sponsored by them. So I'm pretty excited for that. We'll see if their molds hold up to it. First shot of the day was pretty good. It's about 330 with the Scavenger mid, so it goes far. Tap in for birdie. All right, got the birdie on the first. It's a good start. Hole two is completely blind, not gonna film well. You can see the tee shot. It's about 250 feet straight over the top of these bushes, and then it curls back down into the wood line. I'm not sure which disc I'm gonna go with. I think we're gonna try with Desolation, so overstable mid. We'll give it a go. The wind dropped out a ton. I think it's gonna be short. Didn't quite give myself enough credit here. You can see the disc there. It's not even level. There we go. About 15 feet for birdie. Two down through two. All right, hole three. It's about 260, dead straight. I'm gonna try the Wasteland. I'm hoping this disc flies as good as it feels, because it feels pretty good. So I'm gonna throw it on a little bit of a hyzer. I think it's supposed to be a somewhat stable mid-range. We'll see how close we get. A little deep, but that'll work. All right, we're going for a putt holding the camera. Here we go. Shoo, I almost missed it.
Now introducing the greatest Frisbee golfer of all time. I still don't know his name, but he's the greatest.
It's all right.
That is so sick.
A little short. Thanks, guys.
Nice. Go make your birdie.
Yeah, have a good one.
Man?
Okay, I have no idea who that was. That was hole four. I was throwing the Gloom there, my putting putter. And we've got a little bit of a tester putt set up. So I'm just gonna keep the camera rolling. We'll set it down here and hopefully I can get out of their way. Thank you. 4 through 4. Okay. Perfect through 4. So the Doomsday Discs mids and putters have been flying well, but now we've got a little bit longer of a hole. I think it's about 360. So we're gonna break out the first fairway of the driver of the day. So this is the Blackout. This is probably my favorite disc that they made so far. We're gonna put it on a little hyzer and see if we can get it there. think it's parked. All right, walking down the fairway at 5. That was a very pretty shot with the blackout. If you try one disc from Doomsday and you're anywhere from like an intermediate player to a pro player, you have to try the blackout. It is like as good as any other brand I have thrown for that slot of disc. Goes so far. So walking down, I think I've got an easy tap in to be 5 through 5, but I wanted to take this chance. Hadn't even mentioned it yet. I'm wearing a shirt for my app. I guess the back has all the information, but I'll running a Kickstarter for it right now. I'll link to that down in the description if you want to check it out. It is a disc golf app that lets you simulate tournaments against AI opponents at your own courses. I'm actually using it right now. I'd show you, but it's on the same phone that I'm filming with. So you can check out the links in the description to see it, see what I'm hopefully trying to do with it. But that'll be my plug, and we'll get back to the putt for birdie. All right, little short on 5, little left, got about a 20 footer. All right, breaking out, man. The camera's gotta be far back so you can see me when I throw, but then I gotta crouch down. I'm not good at this. Hole 6, 320, dead straight. We're perfect so far. I'm gonna throw the only mid-range I haven't thrown yet this round, which is the scope. This is the one with kind of the unique bottom feel. I remember it being slightly flippy, with maybe a little bit of fade at the end. So I'm gonna try to hit it just a little bit left of the basket on a little bit of hyzer, and hopefully that works out. Disregard, it is way more stable than I thought. I don't know why I thought the scope was flippy, but it is way more stable than I thought. So it did go about 320 feet, but it hyzered the whole way. Got about a 50 footer for birdie here and to keep the perfect round alive. Sun on this one's pretty bad, so do the intro facing away from it. Nice putt on 6. Stay 6 down through 6. Hole 7, hopefully you'll see it on the camera, but it's about 250 feet, dead straight, a couple gaps to pick from. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet, but I'll tell you once I set the camera down. I forgot about one mid. I hadn't thrown the flat earth yet. So I'm gonna check this one. This one I have thrown a little bit. It's pretty straight. So I'm gonna put it on a little bit. Well, actually, I'll just go straight for the gap right to the basket. I think just dead straight, just right at the basket, and hopefully get a little bit of turn out of it. It's not at all what I said I was gonna do, but that works. Not a bad tee shot on that one. Landed about 35 feet short, I think just outside of circle. So hopefully we can hit another step putt here. Sad way to end the perfect round. Almost had that putt, just missed short, but 6 down through 7 isn't bad. So hole 8 here. It's in a short position. It's about 250, kind of dead straight just to the left of this bush. I'm gonna go with the landmine. 250 isn't super far from me with the putter, but the landmine really just doesn't go anywhere. Like everything about this disc says wind resistant. So I'm gonna have to throw it pretty hard here, probably about 90%. We're gonna put it on a little bit of hyzer. Hopefully it turns and then fades right to the basket. All right, not a bad shot on the 8th. I hung that one out a little bit too wide, but about pin high. So got about a 25 footer for birdie. There we go. Did put a little too much turn on it, so we got probably about a 90 footer for birdie here. Take my flip. Good run. We're 7 down through 9. I feel like I do a bad job of not looking at the actual camera, but 7 down through 9. Pretty good start so far. Hole 10. It's got a triple mando behind me. I'll stop trying to move the camera so much. I don't know if the sun's gonna be my friend here, but we've got the sign, triple mando through it, basket dead straight. And my phone's trying to shut off on me, so we'll try to throw real quick, but definitely one I'm looking to take the birdie on here. All right, I didn't get to say it on hole 4, so for this hole, we're going with the Gloom putting putter. This one also feels really good to throw. It's pretty nice on hole 4. Nice bit of stability. Should be a putt. All right, went a little bit deep, but we're going with the camera in hand putt again, because I think you wouldn't be able to see it with the sun. All right, here we go. I did a terrible job of filming that. It's in. Hole 11 here. Probably the hardest hole in the course. It's about 460 feet and it is way down the fairway and tucked left behind the fence. It's a little windy. I kind of wanted to go roller on this one, but I'm thinking that's a bad idea. So instead I'm gonna go with the Plague here. Try to rip it out on a bit of hyzer. If I end up right here, that's better than going left early into the fence. A little short, a little right, but I've got a good look at it. I'm gonna break out the frag here. I have a tee shot I'm planning on using it on later, but it'll be good for the approach here too. For reference, I know I mentioned it at the start of the video, but this is the most overstable disc I've ever thrown. I mean, that was awful. That was terrible. I threw one of the most, well, the most overstable disc I've ever thrown on probably the worst shot I've ever thrown. That was terrible. So I've got about a 30 footer left here for my par. All right, hole 12 is about 320 feet dead straight. We're sitting at 8 down through 11. Typical play is down the middle, but I'm gonna go big turnover to the outside with the blackout. Almost put a bit too much turn on that one. Landed a little bit short. I love watching that disc fly though. It's got the like glitch effect with the two colors. But got a long putt here for birdie. Not very good. Tough little stretch of holes here. Or tough previous stretch of holes. I'm sitting, I think 8 down through 12 currently. Hole 13. About 280, dead straight. Going to break out the Wasteland again. I think this might be my favorite mid that Doomsday makes. This one flies really nicely. So try to hit it with a little bit of hyzer and see if we can get up there. Left that one a little short. We've got the tester putt for birdie. Count it. Okay, got a good one there. 9 through 13. Well, 14 here is about 260 dead straight. I don't think the depth charge is necessarily the right disc for this hole, but I haven't thrown it yet. So we're gonna check it out there. It's a bit more stable than the landmine. So I think I might try a hyzer around the left side of that bush way over there. Also, there's a river off to the right here, and I don't necessarily want to lose the depth charge. So we're gonna try a hyzer, see if we can get up there. All right, depth charge was not the best disc selection there. Probably should have gone with the Gloom or one of the mids. But we've got another 90 footer for birdie. All right, still 9 down. We got 4 holes left, so can definitely get to double digits. Hole 15 here is probably the easiest hole in the course. It's less than 200 feet, dead straight, right down the hill into the trees. It's kind of hidden in the shade up there, so hopefully you can see it. We're gonna break out the frag again. This is probably the last hole that I can really use it on off the tee, just because it's so overstable and it won't fly more than, well, probably about the length of this hole. So we're gonna chuck it about as hard as we can on an anhyzer, see what happens. That's your putt. A little short here, another tester putt. Nice birdie to get to double digits there, 10 under through 15. 3 holes left, hole 16. It's about 350, dead straight up in the trees down there. I'll move the camera a little bit so you can actually see it, hopefully. So down in the trees over there, but we're gonna go with the flat earth here. I think it's probably the straightest mid that I have from them so far, especially just because I've thrown it the most. We're gonna chuck it right at the basket and see if we can get close. Too short, didn't quite hit that one hard enough. Got nice little tester C2 look at it for birdie. Move the camera here. Hopefully you can see everything. Probably not. I'm trying, guys. All right, let's see if we can hit another stepper. Or a jump putt, I guess, on this one with the straddle. All right, nice putt there to get to 11. 17 here is 270 feet. Mando left and then tucked back behind the trees. I'm gonna go with the Wasteland again. I love this mitt. This is probably gonna go in the back. So I'm pretty glad that, that I got this one in the middle today. Birdie putt. Hit the gap pretty nice there. Got a 15 footer-ish for, if I can find my putter, for the birdie. There we go. All right, last hole of the day. 12 down through 17, so pretty good round so far. Hole 18, longest hole on the course. It's about 460. Slightly uphill. It's pretty much way back there behind me, kind of by that one tree at the very end. So I'm gonna throw the only disc I haven't thrown today, which is the lockdown driver. I've been kind of saving this one for a bit more of an open hole, just because I have no idea how this one's gonna fly. Haven't thrown it once yet. I'm gonna assume it's gonna be slightly stable. It's better to be right than left here, so I'm gonna put it on a little bit of hyzer, hopefully get in a good position to at least take the par and secure a 12 under. Stable. All right, closing out the Doomsday only round here, shooting a 12 down through 18 holes, which honestly is typically about what I shoot with my normal bag that only has a couple Doomsday discs in it. So Doomsday molds, even though it feels like they're missing some pretty standard disc slots, holding up pretty well. It's this is a course that, I don't know, I felt like I threw quite a variety of shots today and still put up a 12 under with some pars on some of the easier holes. So it's I'm pretty happy with that. All right, last throw of the day. Got a little up shot to get up and down for par. We'll give the frag one last shot here. That'll do. All right, frag tap in for par. 12 under. Whew. All right, that is gonna wrap up the Doomsday only round. Hit the 12 under, got the par on 18. Pretty happy with that. Honestly, I think at least 2 of the 4 new molds that came out that I just got today are probably gonna go in the bag. Honestly, I'm really hoping that Doomsday actually proceeds with producing them on a larger scale so that I can get more of them and so that all of you can try them. Because they're pretty nice. The Wasteland and the Lockdown. Wasteland mid, Lockdown was the driver I threw on that last one. Both very nice. And then the Gloom putter also. That's 3 out of the 4. 3 out of the 4 are probably going in the bag. The Gloom might be my new putting putter. I haven't been putting great lately. Might be time for a change. So I don't know if any of those are available for you guys. Hopefully they will be soon. Hopefully more will be available for me soon. But in the meantime, there's also a lot of other great discs they have. The Blackout especially. If you try one, go try the Blackout. That one is in the bag, will not leave the bag. But yeah, I think that's it. You can get a discount on all of them. I'll drop my code in the description below, but I think that's it. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.